The Tioga County Veterans Service Agency is recognizing September as Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. And for the fourth straight year, it has unveiled its Field of the Forgotten Fallen today. This display will stay up throughout the entire month, bringing awareness to the national tragedy that is veteran suicide. 22 veterans a day take their own lives. That's 154 per week, 660 per month, and 8,000 a year. On the lawn of the county building, you will see 660 flags. The rows are not perfect, as a way to represent the broken path these veterans walked. Director of Veteran Services Mike Middaugh says the invisible wounds are easy to overlook.
Every day veterans struggle with the war within. And we as people forget that these struggles are not visible. They suffer in silence and alone.
This year, the field is dedicated to David Hill of Elmira. Hill committed suicide back in October of last year. He was in the Air Force from 1970 to 74, and a few years later, he returned as a Marine, eventually retiring in 1992. Congressman Tom Reed Jr. spoke about his own father. His father served 20 years in the Army in World War II and Korea. Reed Sr. was awarded multiple Purple Hearts as well as a Silver Star during his time in the military. For the first time, Reed shared something personal about his father.
And he was one of those individuals that succumbed to those injuries at his own hands 20 plus years later. When your own father commits suicide, it leaves a hole and it leaves a scar.
Reed Jr. was only 2 years old when his father passed away. Another community member, Rick Neild, got up to share his story. His son, Captain Tim Neild, served 18 and a half years in the military, retiring after a traffic accident that occurred in 2012. Neild says back in October of 2017, Tim gave in to his demons within and completed his suicide. He says there isn't a room in his house that when he goes in there, he doesn't think of or picture Tim. However, he shares the one thing he learned from his experience with his son's passing.
I should have shut my mouth more. I should have just let him vent. I should have just listened. If I can give any advice to anybody, listen to what they say. Don't be judgmental. Just let them vent. Let them talk.
Reed also says that what they did is something we can never comprehend, but we understand the pain and we stand with them and say we will never forget. Coming up on September 25th is the second annual 5K Ruck March at Hickory's Park in Owego. The event is designed to bring awareness to veterans' suicide. To register for the free event, search Tioga County Veterans Service Agency, New York on Facebook.